What is up, everyone? Right on time, as always. Every Monday. Sooner Smiths.
We're never late.
Never late.
And by we, I mean I'm never late.
First off, I don't like how the crowd is already talking. Such a Chad move. I love that my name became like a joke and a meme, and then it also means like good sometimes. I bet Chad was late to the wedding to unbelievable Saigo Outdoors. Seago. I'm just going to call you Seago. It's Monday. Life is crazy. That is actually true. I was about to eat. We had some leftover Olive Garden. He had made noodles, fresh noodles. I was ready. And then we got an email for work from a opposing counsel that we've been waiting on. So we had to jump on that real quick and reply and kind of, make sense of it all, which kind of took me away for about 25 minutes.
It's been a weird day. It started off rough in the Smith house.
It did.
Chad woke up, realized he slept in his contacts, which if you were a contact wearer, you know how horrible that is.
I was just worn out last night. I fell asleep and I was like, I see way too well right now. And then the dry eyes just killed me almost.
And then shortly after that, he goes, his nose starts bleeding. So that wasn't good.
I forgot about that. It did.
And then I got to work and I have to park in the same spot every day because I'm a weirdo. And I saw that there was ice there, but I was like, nah, it's going to be fine. It was not fine, y'all. I took one step out of my car and I felt like a Life Alert commercial, like in slow motion. Like I'm gripping the door handle and I'm falling and like, no.
Yeah, you just want to say.
And I turned enough time to like fall more like on my back and I'm fine. Baby's still kicking and he's fine. But all before 8 a.m. we had a rough morning.
I told you to go back to back. I told you that 2 back-to-back defense means I need to.
Oh, defenses. Yeah, she's been defending you lately. It's awful.
Very fair,
Stacy.
Very fair. Some news broke.
Oh, I didn't drum it with you.
There was
we didn't introduce ourselves.
By the way, side note. Oh yeah, I'm Chad Smith.
I'm Tierney Smith.
And we are the Sooner Smiths.
We are the Sooner Smiths. We got a little sidetrack there. We're live every Monday at 7 p.m. During football season, we also do post games as well. If you don't like looking at us, don't like seeing us, you can always listen to us on anywhere that you get podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, I think Amazon Spodcast. Amazon Podcasts. We also have our buddy on the channel, Josh. He goes live on Tuesdays. And then I think he's just kind of sporadically doing videos as things pop up. So he's a little more on time than we are. We sometimes talk about topics that everybody's already talked about, but you know what? It's fine. We're just here for the community.
We are. Yep.
We just love talking to all you guys, and we enjoy spending time with you guys. As Stacy says, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment on all of our videos. So you can go ahead, if you're already in the live chat or if you're watching from somewhere, you could go ahead, come over to YouTube and like the video for us and then subscribe to our channel as well. Good enough. All right, let's go.
We have beef. We have issues with the groundhog in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, when Punxsutawney filled. Apparently 6 more weeks of winter.
Has he ever not seen his shadow?
I don't know. I feel like if he has, it was a shadowy day. It was a cloudy
also
day.
Like, is he ugly or is he like adorable? I can't tell if a groundhog's cute or not. What do y'all think?
Yeah, they're all right.
I don't know. I feel like they're one of those animals that's kind of like they're so ugly they're cute. He kind of looked proud of himself. In one of the pictures, he was like, ah. And then another one, he looked like he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was wrong in Oklahoma because today was beautiful.
Yeah.
And this week's supposed to be beautiful, but we had Snowmageddon last week, so it's Oklahoma. Who knows? Right.
I'm gonna show. We got some good stuff going on. Good topics today.
Stacy says the groundhog is mid. It's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. Well, let's get a little look here.
I like animals.
Let's pull up. Let's see, Phil. Punxsutawney. We can
also,
get a little.
How old are these groundhogs? Like, is it the same one every year? Like for like a decade? I wonder how long they're at.
I could just Groundhog Day. Let's see. Quite low. Good. That thing looks like Jabba the Hutt.
What a fun, pointless holiday.
Quite low. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Sounds like the New World Order to me. Phil has been right about 35% of the time since he started predicting weather in 1887. Well, that's about 30% higher than meteorologists in Oklahoma. True. Even though if it was, he would still be eligible under the NCAA rules. Over his lifetime, Phil has seen his shadow 109 times, but only 84% of those predictions were accurate. In contrast, other weather predicting animals, such as Staten Island Chuck, have much higher accuracy rates. Overall, while Groundhog Day is a fun tradition, it should not be relied on for weather predictions.
Goodness. Boomer Sooner 129 says groundhogs are a bit sus.
They really are kind of.
Okay, yeah. So is it just like an overgrown prairie dog, kind of?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we
Anyways.
had some news. We got some stuff coming up. It's softball week.
Yes. Oh, we
Oklahoma?
forgot to mention too. Our show is also brought to you by
FanDuel.
Wait, wrong way.
Right up there.
FanDuel. It's hard to figure out which way to point. By FanDuel.
FanDuel.
So,
And the odds, I guess, if you could bet on OU softball winning the Natty, they have
not terrible odds.
Patty Gasso saying arguably her most prepared team going into the season. That's scary, considering one of them literally lost one game one year. Quite literally lost a game. By the way, if you'd have been in this household, you would have thought they lost the Natty that year. I'll never forget it. We have people come in from Arkansas. I hadn't seen this in, 4 years?
I don't know.
Was that the year that we went?
No. That was the year that we almost lost the streak, but we ended up winning it.
That's right. That's the year we almost lost to Tennessee, right? In that.
Was it Tennessee?
In the regional, because
team.
Kinsey Hansen hit the home run.
Tennessee or Clemson?
It might have been Tennessee. I don't know.
But yeah, Kinsey on 2 strikes, 2 outs, hits a 3-run homer, 2-run homer to tie it.
Yeah, y'all throw a like, please.
But yes, and
retweet the stream if you can.
I like softball. Okay, leave us alone.
No, it's fine. Fair.
But yes, they start this week. They start on Thursday, so it's coming up real quick. That's exciting. But yeah, you would think FanDuel. It says they really only give odds for the Women's College World Series, but we know they like themselves in Oklahoma.
Right.
I think Oklahoma's starting out as preseason number 3.
Right. Texas number 1, I'm assuming.
Texas was 2.
2. So we probably have.
Tech was 1.
Gotcha. I'm excited. Well, we'll get there, I guess. I won't say all my thoughts there. We got some other news breaking, by the way. Let's start out with the least controversial one. Hey, we got a Jonah May. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. It's awesome.
Also, if you want to become a member too, just follow the link and our main page, and you can become a member for as low as $2.99.
$2.99. If you see me looking down, by the way, I have a pen and pad just to make sure we go through.
You say that every show.
Well, because I look rude when you're talking. I feel like, and I'll watch it back, and I'm just looking down, and I'm like, oh, man.
It is rude, but you're a Chad, so.
Oh wow, there we go. Couple of news about the NFL. If you saw the thumbnail, apparently a couple people going to the NFL from Oklahoma. One of them, a coach, Jay Valai, has been pegged as the new Buffalo. Sorry. This is just totally
he's like fact checking himself. He's like, wait a minute, I just had it.
Yeah, I don't know where my. This is gonna see. I'm not usually very over the top or anything, but this is gonna make me not happy. I just had it pulled up. You know what it was? It's because I typed in Poxitoni Phil. Let's go back.
Phil ruined it.
I know it's the Buffalo Bills. I just wanted to show this little video I had showing him coaching, but now I can't. I had it all set up. Thank you though, Stacy. Appreciate that. Yes, the Buffalo Bills are hiring defensive back coach Jay Valai.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, it's he's done a great job though. As Bob Stoops put it, he's done an incredible job here at Oklahoma. He has one of the best cornerback rooms in the country. One that, and I think you don't need to overlook the bad luck he had at that position.
Maybe the Bills will find him a shirt that fits though.
Yeah,
poor guy's always just really sucked into the shirts.
That's the thing is, like, even if you were a family member, it's not like you could get his gear because it's going to go to the toddler section at Goodwill.
We mean this in the best way.
Yeah.
I always liked Coach Valai. When we went to the Ladies Clinics, he had some of the best energy, and I hate it because I feel like he was a good recruiter on top of it because of that energy that he brings. Was it Toby Rowland? I think he said something I learned today. Coach Valai and I wear the same size shirt. It was just funny.
It's funny. But no, obviously had recruited Gentry Williams here. Got a lot of really good players. Obviously, with Cortland Guillory, Eli Bowen, just a lot of really good talent. And if Gentry doesn't get hurt and he's a productive player for most of the season, you're looking at a guy that might be a top first round draft pick even. He had the talent there. Hopefully he's healthy at Georgia and he can play outside of when he plays us or in the playoff.
Okay.
But other than that, completely healthy, and as we wish for everybody. I will say, there are. I'm wondering who they might hire. They might, if they promote from within. Xavier Brewer is a guy that who could be promoted to that role now, or moving out to. Now, I'm not finding offensive coordinators back in the day was hard enough. You think I'm going to go look up cornerbacks coaches and what they do? Most of it's just reporting on reports too. It's not like anyone out there knows exactly what they're going to get. I thought one thing that'd be cool to look at is just to hear how. This is going to sound weird saying this. Hear just how educated coaches are when they talk about their sport and their position. There's a clip here of him at a coach's clinic. By the way, if you ever want to look at these, a lot of them are on YouTube, and they're really, really interesting. Steve Sarkisian has a 45-minute video about just running back routes out of the backfield for passing plays. Depth on a bubble, like how they're supposed to shade up the field, how to read the lineman.
So you're saying that couch coaches might not know as
might
much?
be a little more difficult. Yeah, might be, yes. But just I thought it'd be kind of cool to listen to this real quick, and maybe not the whole thing, but just to give an idea of what it sounds like when they are coaching position. And I'm going to try to full screen that before I share here. Boom, share audio, share. And give it a sec. You should be able to hear it.
I'll ricochet. I go same foot, same shoulder, boom, explode, take 2 shuffle steps to set a hard edge, but still maintain the ball. And the last one we'll see later is the dip and rip, where the ball carrier outruns the blocker, all right? So here we're working on drill. This is our hammer drill right here. Coming full speed here. RC's coming up with his new Achilles, coming up, same foot, same shoulder. And he leveraged the ball. Gentry does a good job pressing, all right? Josiah does the same thing here too. He comes up, sets a hard edge, outside arm free, ball goes inside, ball side, spin, punch the ball out. No hesitation. No hesitation. Every single time. All right?
I think it's cool hearing this stuff.
We get a little jet motion from our offense. Woody sees it. Woody's up top. He sees the crack. Friendly shoulders versus unfriendly shoulders. He sees it. Running backs come out.
Look at the paint job up here. Brute.
To block him. Taweed's a strong 225-pound running back, one of the strongest guys on our team. No hesitation by Woody. Same foot, same shoulder. Sets a hard edge. Hard edge up top. Nowhere to go. When his neck steps and his hands come up, you did your job. Great job. Hard edge. Simple as that.
Hard edge. There you go. I know. I thought that was. I like hearing coaches whenever they're just kind of talking about what they
get
do.
the guy.
Get him.
Turn your head.
Yeah, do it. Just get him. Exactly. But no, obviously a coach that's been really successful. Someone who obviously, like you said, T, has a knack for recruiting, and never easy to replace guys like that. But you think that if anyone could, it'd be someone with Nagy and BV and their connections with the defensive side. So, boom.
Single Outdoor says, didn't T beat one of his CBs at Ladies' Day? Just saying. No, we got to play cornerback and we got against other girls, but like they were telling us what to do. Absolutely not. If my old self beat anybody, that would be crazy. I did say though, I was like, man, y'all pretty much play an impossible position, huh? Like,
oh my God.
I mean, somebody's like, you have to backpedal, someone running right at you, and then you could just still be right there and perfect pass gets made, whatever. But it was fun. I hope they have the ladies clinic this year. I did see where they are going to have a more traditional spring game this year. So maybe that will be fun. I don't think we'll be able to go. Chad's going to say something. Well, I can go. No, you can't.
I've got other trips I need to take. There's a couple golf trips, a couple things where I really just want.
Just right after March 20th, probably. Yeah. Caden says, should we be worried about losing some of our CBs to the portal now? That was kind of my fear a little bit anytime a coach leaves, but I really don't think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a position, if your position coach leaves, or it's just head coach where you get a 5-day portal window.
Yeah, because I was like, the portal's closed.
Mm-hmm. But if it is, no, I don't think so. I really think a lot of those guys are there for typically, yeah, right. Typically, well, I could be wrong about this, but typically you go to especially if you're a specialist coach like BV is for defense, the players that you recruit are there to play in your system, and because of the production you put up. But if they do, gonna have to have the next man step up. They have a lot of talent at that position, so it's not one that I'm sitting here concerned with. Still, with the what we're going to talk about next is a concern, and why I am not too encouraged about what we're hearing. But in terms of Jay Valai, wish him the best of luck. He's going up to Buffalo.
Or we wish he hates it and comes back. It's gonna be really cold in Buffalo. You don't want that. You don't want that.
You don't want that. You want to, but anyways, go into the next topic real quick, I guess, as we transition. Everybody heard. Okay, all right. Go to May. Thank you. They can only leave if their head coach leaves. All right, thank you for that. Appreciate it. And I do not think so, especially if they promoted Xavier Brewer. Eddie and George said Brewer is well liked. Stacy commented that for those listening. Yeah, he seems like a guy that has a lot of just good energy about him too.
Right.
Knows what he's doing, obviously, and I think to step in at least kind of for this next season.
Was it Travis or just the ref? One of them or both. We're mentioning that there's somebody out in Tulsa that has that was an alum of OU that's done really well for cornerback positions. Now I don't know if that was Tulsa or like Tulsa high schools. But again, I'm not looking up cornerbacks coaches because I'm not going to pretend I know one is better than the other. So
you ain't lying.
I know some people are like, we don't need any more OU hires, and I was like, I kind of just feel like whoever is the best or most qualified, like sure, but
I had seen. All right, so Travis Davidson said, reported that, he said Travis Davidson says a name I'd like to see thrown in the hat will be former Nevada, San Jose State cornerback coach and current Arizona cornerback coach Chip Viney. The Fresno State, California native and UCLA alum would continue West Coast momentum. He spent 8 total seasons on staff in Norman between 2 different stints. Cool. So looks like he was Central East High School defensive backs coach, graduate assistant from 2013 to 2015. What is that? Don't know why that just went full screen like that. Well, I guess everyone's kind of getting the. Hold on. What is going on? All right, there we go. Then went to be a cornerbacks coach or was a special teams analyst in Oklahoma that 2016 year, 2017. Went to Nevada to be quarterback coach 2018 to 20. Was the defensive analyst and recruiting analyst for Oklahoma. And then was the director of player development and scouting analyst in 2021. And been at Arizona since 2024. So, yeah. I mean, if so, then best of luck to him. Hopefully he gets here and continues the success at the position.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get to the one that's going to make everyone real happy. Owen Heinecke has been told according to Jim Nagy, that is a petition for a year, another year of eligibility from the NCAA is denied. Now, I guess it's kind of not a surprise to them. I think from what they said is that the Jim Nagy says update. NCAA has denied Owen Heinecke's petition for another year at OU. When other players are being granted 7th and 8th years of football, college football governing body has ruled Owen won't get a 4th year. Evidently, this walk-on's 3 games of lacrosse at Ohio State in 2021 couldn't be reconciled. There will be an appeal. If that appeal is denied, one lucky NFL team is going to get a stud to contract player and an even better human being. Love everything about you, Owen. You stand for everything that is pure and great about college football. So very frustrating for a lot of OU fans. Very, very frustrating. Does Owen even come back if he gets another? Yeah, he'll come back. Yeah, he'll definitely come back. He had a good senior game, but he's not. I mean, right now, I don't know if he's going to get drafted. There are just the Senior Bowl invite is big, but it doesn't guarantee you're going to be drafted, especially with the lack of. He has great film, but it's not like it's a lot of it, and he still needs size. The one thing that people forget about when it comes to like NFL difference in NFL versus college is everybody is athletic. Like they're all fast, they're all quick, they're all good. It's just they're massive. And listen, I'm not talking from experience, obviously. I could have made it, but I had an injury. No, we were talking to one of we were talking to one of a husband of one of T's best friends, Fabi. His name he played for the Packers and played for Carolina, played for Baylor in college. And Greg Roberts and his dad's, the Outland Trophy winner, Greg Roberts from the 70s. At OU. But, he was talking about that, the biggest difference to him when he got to the league was not even, he's like, obviously they're talented, but he's like their size and just how much they know the game is such a jump in just the intellectual part of it. where I don't know if people saw, just like Matt Ryan had a video he cut and released recently, but he's like running every film session with the head coach and everyone in there. He's like questioning them. He's asking, the receivers. He's going into the receiving coach's room and telling them, breaking down how they're running their routes. And this is a quarterback doing this, telling them how many yards they have to get, why the diamond up, diamond down, why they can't, how they need to run the routes, all this stuff. And like the level of just understanding at the next level is what a lot of players struggle with that haven't had a lot of game time, even at the big time Division I levels. So hopefully Owen gets another year. But heck, he was I don't know why anyone would count him out.
One year that said like a lot of dumb people play sports. He said, and a lot of dumb people are good at sports. Like, but a lot of intelligent people are great at sports.
Right.
And so he was just making the difference of, like you said, like, yeah, you can be good, but like these people are great and like their IQ for the game. And that can also go back to actual, like, I guess actual IQ
right.
to like be able to understand those types of things. Seago Outdoors. Are we saying Seago? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Seago?
Seago?
I don't like Seago. Sounds like Sicko.
Psycho?
He said, name one player that played in a Senior Bowl and come back for another year in college. Yeah, but I feel like his situation's different.
Right.
Because if he thought definitely he's going to get denied and thought it was a long shot for him to be able to come back, then this is his opportunity to play a little bit more and get his name out there more too. So I feel like this is like a little bit of a different situation.
Yes.
I mean, if he didn't, again, if he didn't plan on coming back, I don't think you would be making these posts or even trying to go through an appeals process. You'd be like, all right, well, he had a great Senior Bowl, so bye. I don't know.
Well, and also it's one of those where he had to, like, you can't undo not accepting the invite, and accepting the invite isn't entering the draft. Even if you do, you can withdraw your name, but he had to take at least the invite and the Michael Turk, Mr. Great Lines, Michael Turk. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were playing Jeopardy.
The three dots were that. That's a great little trivia.
I thought he meant like has that ever happened? Not like, sorry, just kidding. He's like, this girl is not what I meant.
No, it's fair. But he does, yeah. But he had to take the
also,
invite.
Shout out to our friend JP Indy Sooner.
Oh yeah.
Over at headquarters NCAA.
Boots on the ground.
Man, he's protesting. He's going to kick them in their Heinecke.
Big J journalism and protesting out there. There's so many jokes.
It's just so frustrating because, again, like you're seeing professional athletes getting eligibility. I know you said, well, technically a judge.
But, I mean, it's just,
But still, is he playing right now? Yes.
Yeah.
You're seeing edits of guys going to their 7th, 8th schools. I mean, Carson Beck, his 3 guys in his class are in the 3rd year of the NFL. Like, you see things like that happening. You're like, 15 minutes of lacrosse.
Right.
Which, was he a scholarship athlete for lacrosse, or was he walk-on?
He's a walk-on, but I think he's a walk-on. But I think that I need to check with Ohio State to see. I think they're a varsity sport, meaning they get school funding to play.
But even then, I'm over here like a walk-on. It's a walk-on 15 minutes is even what's crazier.
Yeah. But what's frustrating, that is what's frustrating, because he's not, it's like, by the rules, I understand why they said what they did. And
but it's like a weird time to finally apply a rule.
And you go back and look.
Don't apply.
Right. And you go back and look at all because that one guy that's like in his 7th year, right, at Miami, he applied every year. He got there in 2019, redshirted. 2020, he got the free year that everyone got. Then he tore his ACL in 21, applied for a medical red shirt that year, received it. Next year he goes to practice, tears his other ACL, applies for a medical red shirt that year and received it. And so now he's 4 years in with 4 years of eligibility left because he's never used a year. But like, those are all legitimate reasons as to why he still has 4 years left.
Owen also has a year against him that he didn't play a game.
That's what I mean.
Injured.
And this is where I think people are going to really have to be, intentional about applying for medical red shirts when they get hurt. Because Owen never applied for a medical red shirt in 2022, and he's trying to do it retroactively, which I almost think you should be able to if the effect's the same. Right. So yeah, had I applied, I would have been awarded it. So there's no difference in me applying, just trying to get it retroactively applied,
right? In
my opinion. But apparently the NCAA doesn't want to do that. I don't know why. I mean, it seems rather stupid to me. But the same thing Jay Knott could have tried to, I guess he didn't, but he could have tried to apply for a medical red shirt. He only played 3 games the year after he had the big, breakout season and got hurt and just didn't really, couldn't find it after that. But I don't know. I would love to see, how the arguments are made one of the frustrating things is the NCAA doesn't release their processes really. Like there's a decision and there's an appeal, but there's no release of like what the arguments are or what the criteria is. Is it just, hey, make an argument as to why this guy deserves it? Because then it's a simple like, look, yeah, technically by the rules, it's why you don't prosecute jaywalking. Like by the rules, you broke the law, but it's de minimis. No one cares. Like it's not going to have an effect on anybody. Just don't do it a lot, I guess. But like imagine if New York City prosecuted jaywalking. Like no one cares. It's stupid. It's the same thing with this. It's 15 minutes and you're really going to tell a guy you're going to take away an entire season at Oklahoma nonetheless. And at a season that could boost him into becoming a first-round draft pick, maybe. You never know.
And, the college football world, I feel like and obviously in general is in turmoil. Like, we're always fighting each other. There are several fan bases united in the Owen Heinecke appeal. Like, you have people from, like, Michigan. I mean, Texas fans, Oklahoma State fans, besides, like, trolls. But, like, normies. LSU, I've seen Missouri. I've seen lots of different fan bases be like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, are you joking? And the fact that, like, so many people can say this is ridiculous and dumb because we see what's going on.
Yes,
we see what's happening in the college football world. So the fact that so many people can actually get along and say this is crap. I mean, Owen Heinecke could like world peace. World peace could come from this, but from the way that it's going. Or at least, I don't know, USA peace for the sports watchers anyways.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
I don't know. It's frustrating. And I hate it for him because you're stuck in limbo and what do you do? Decisions should be made, but
I just this one about you have going from the G League going back to college. Yeah, and Badiako at Bama is the example everyone gives, and I understand the frustration, and it's not like I agree with the judge doing that, but I think we need to be. I think that this is it's conflating two different things. The NCAA ruled him ineligible. They said you're not allowed to play. You've already gone to the G League. The NCAA basically did what everyone here is saying they should have done. There was a court in Alabama, a district court, in which you file for a temporary injunction, and a temporary injunction has elements. There's likelihood to win on the merits, which I don't know if he does really, but there's also irreparable harm, no adequate remedy at law, which means money won't fix it, and then there's the public interest. So like irreparable harm, if you're in the season and he has 1 year of eligibility left, maybe. What they would argue is that if he doesn't get eligibility, then he can't go back and play again. It's kind of like what we said about the medical red shirts. It's like you can't go retroactively play those games, so you have to let them play, or the harm can't be fixed. And then against public interest, they would say, look, it's not hurting anybody. I would say it is. You're letting a professional basketball player now make it for Alabama. Of course, Alabama got stomped the other day, which is hilarious. But so I understand where people are upset with that Badiako situation. I just think it's, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm probably not, but I just think it's different than what Owen is dealing with. The NCAA did all they could in that situation.
There's somebody else that actually played, but it wasn't G League. It was professional league. I don't remember who, but they're trying to go back.
Oh no, now he's actually played in the league. Now that would be stupid. No, that would be it. I mean, that would be different in a way that's just because he actually played, which the G League. Well, I'm saying that now. At that point, I'm like
Jokic. Like Luka,
no joke.
Come on.
Well, we saw Jay Will at the stadium. He knows how to get to the LNC.
He played in college though, at least. I'm talking about people who have who didn't play in college, came straight from their country of origin. Like, hey, y'all have made enough money. Y'all want to do something. Y'all want to do something funny.
I think SGA would be a great pickup for Porter Moser. Yeah, but now imagine if he's in Norman. He's pretty good in the league. Some would say. I think he'd be even better in college.
I was using examples who had not played in college.
Oh, true. That's true. Kevin Durant played at Texas. Kevin Garnett.
Okay, well, he's old.
Let's see. I don't know. There's some people that go overseas now for like a year.
I mean, LeBron's old, but I'll still take him.
LeBron would help. Also, he's golfing now. By the way, he gave Wesley Bryan a shout out because Wesley Bryan right now is He said funny enough, he's not very good at all. Okay. Now, if he figures out a swing, he'll absolutely ball. But what's funny is Wesley Bryan suspended from the PGA Tour for doing a live event, a 9-hole YouTube.com event, and he's been suspended for like a year and a half from the tour. And someone asked LeBron at the end of his presser in his locker room, they're like, hey, non-basketball question, because LeBron was like, I'm about done answering questions or whatever. And they're like, what do you like about golf? He goes, I'll answer that one real quick. And he talked, and at the end of it, he goes, by the way, free Wesley Bryan.
Free Wesley.
And George and all those guys went crazy. It was funny. But he started watching all the YouTubers now, YouTube golf stuff. It's funny.
Yeah, Chad likes to watch those.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're interesting. There are, let's see how many. 176. If you could like the video, please. It does help us. It helps feed the algorithm so that we get more people to view our stream, which would be nice. It'd be cool.
Yeah. And we want to shout out the regulars. Seago Outdoors. Landon's been a regular lately. Stacy, the sole female, it seems like. No, John Amazing. John Amazing live today. And remember, shout out to the females holding it down.
Boom.
Boomer 129. Steve's not here. Don't know where Steve is. Steve's normally late. I'm missing someone of our regulars.
It's a good point. But I brought that up earlier though, just real quick to kind of close that point. I wonder how this would be different, and then we'll get to the other ones. But I wonder how it'd be different if we were like in football season, and there was no final decision from the NCAA. If they could go to district court in Norman and say, or Cleveland County, and say, look, we need a TRO in the district court.
Owen?
For Owen, and say like, we'll figure it out later. We can't have this kid missing.
Right.
There's no way he won't get this chance back.
Right.
Which is basically what Alabama argued for this basketball player. So I think it'd be different maybe if you have, especially a judge who donated to your school like Alabama did. But anyways.
Didn't he have to recuse himself?
He did. He recused himself. But apparently this one, it's Alabama University. I'm sure mostly everyone. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they could find
unless
that
they
with
got an Auburn
people.
judge. Nope. The pettiness.
That'd be awesome. All right. Let's talk about basketball because we're not already mad enough.
Okay.
Just real quick, and then we'll get to a couple of encouraging sports. Encouraging sports, I should say. Side note, Winter Olympics start next week?
I think they start Friday.
Okay. Well, that's pretty sweet.
I'm sure we'll watch so much of it.
I'm an oddly good skier. I go down blacks I go down blacks, black diamonds, all that. Yeah.
I haven't skied since I was little, but I was really good.
Bingo.
I was fearless back. I'm old now and pregnant.
Nah, I'm in my prime. I'm young.
Next time we go skiing, I'm gonna do what my mom did when we went down to black on accident.
There you go.
And my dad and I like zoomed through, and my brother and my mom took off their skis and boop 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 went down there on their bottom because we were in the mobile whatever the little hills.
Bunny hills?
Bumps. No, like the bumps.
Oh,
like the moguls.
Yeah, something like that.
Something I don't know. We're not avid skiers. But
what is this called?
I looked at my dad and I said, "Can we just leave them?" That sounds like young tyranny. But now that I'm old and pay my own medical bills, I will be bunny hilling it up probably.
Look, I like being dropped off in the middle of nowhere. By the way, Red Bull had a guy jump from the top of Mount Everest almost. I think literally part of Mount Everest and ski down it. It was literally like they
took a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he dropped. This thing, he was like on an edge, and it was just 10,000 feet on each side, and he drops and skis. I'm like, how do you know there's not an avalanche?
Why are we talking about skiing?
Winter Olympics coming up. Some people love America and love hockey. We got puck on ice coming up, baby.
Chad was the biggest hockey fan for about a week.
Well, they're my people.
Okay.
All right. Basketball team.
I'm really over here wondering, like, is there really anything I'd watch? Figure skating's pretty.
Yeah. Figure skating. Snowboarding.
Don't care.
Okay. We're going to talk about hockey.
Watch hockey potentially.
You'll watch hockey.
For America.
Watch hockey. I want to.
I don't know. I'm not a big Olympics person. Like I didn't
not
watch.
A big,
like,
you hate
I don't
think
I watched anything of like the Summer Olympics.
Really?
Maybe a few random things I saw on Twitter, but also like once it's already happened and I already know the results because it was so what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't really care. Meanwhile, I had friends that went because they live in Europe. But we digress. Back to
that's wild.
Back to
I'm
basketball.
excited for 28. Yes, Tierney.
Men or women first?
Let's go men.
Okay.
Then we'll go women. Then we're gonna finish it up with softball and gymnastics.
Okay.
Men basketball, 8-game losing streak.
Yes.
Porter Moser, probably a swan song season at Oklahoma.
Probably.
Sadly, I was really excited when they got him from the Chicago school that I can never remember the name of.
Loyola.
Was it Loyola?
Chicago. I think so.
Okay. And because it had a lot of success with a place that you would assume doesn't have the kind of talent that Oklahoma does, or the ability to obtain talent that Oklahoma would. Gets to an Elite 8 and then a Sweet 16 or round of 32 at least there, and he's been to the tournament once at Oklahoma. You assume that he is going to be done after this year. Although, listen, I'll be honest with you. I think you keep him and whatever money you're going to spend on a new coach, get me some more football players. But I only care about football for men's sports, I guess. That sounds bad. I care about golf too.
He's just no.
You know what I mean. I care about basketball and all that too.
He cares about it, but given the option,
All right.
Choose more for football. I want to stop watching.
Right.
But I can't because I'm an OU fan and I want to cheer on the team. But it's so frustrating. The same things year after year. And this year I got excited. Like when I saw the portal, I was like, okay, like
Yeah.
we got a pretty good class coming in. Like surely we could do better than last year. We're doing worse. Like we were actually a favorite in the Texas game. FanDuel had us last time I checked at like a -1.5. So by a basket, by a free throw and a half of a free throw, but by a basket essentially.
Mm-hmm.
We lost by double digits, and it's a game that you had a. This team doesn't know how. Okay, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts because there's a lot that want to come out right now.
There you go.
You have like a 13-point lead at one point, and against Arkansas, you have another 13, 14-point lead. They get these leads, and they don't know what to do with them. A team with some clutch factor that knows how to win, you just ride that wave. You just make that lead bigger and bigger, and then you keep it.
Yep.
It's like they're like, oh, this is not fun. Let's make it a close one. And they just drop the ball, let teams back in the game, which I know it's a game of run.
But still.
Yeah, he said, I'm with T. This year was supposed to be better than last year's tourney team. Right. And it's like you have the talent, but no clutch factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand. Like we got to the last 3 minutes of the Texas game. I literally looked at my family and said, I bet we don't make a single shot from the field this last 3 minutes.
You did. She did call that actually.
We didn't make a single one. We only made like a free throw because we got fouled. But we didn't make a single basket. And it just blows my flipping mind because again, I did play this sport. I've been in situations where I've had coaches say
Hall of Famer.
I've had coaches say like come off the screen and make the shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't take the shot. It was you're going to make the shot. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Like, and I'm not saying that I was perfect. The 3 times I can come into my head right now, I was perfect.
Yep.
But I'm sure there was a time I missed it.
Right.
But it's just like, it's every game. Every single game.
Well, I think you're really seeing that winning is a skill. I think they get nervous.
Maybe because I played on some winning teams.
Yeah, I mean, you played on a team that went 30-0 and won it all. I do think there's a lot of, oh, here we go again. And once you kind of have that mindset,
right?
It's hard to ever beat that. It's again, I can only relate it to golf in a lot of ways because that's all I did at like the high levels. But it's like golf. Like when you first learn how to shoot under par or shoot low par or low under par, it's hard because the first few times you get under, you're not really good enough yet. You've just kind of played over your skis and you'll think, I don't want to mess up, and you will. Get your bogey,
Can't wait to get there.
But then like eventually you'll do it again and you'll think, oh, I'm gonna, but eventually it's just like you get used to doing it and it's not a big deal anymore. And then it's like, can I go, lower, whatever it is. And I think that's where the men's team is. Because you look at the women's team and it's like, how hard did they fight? And we'll get there. But like, yeah, the game wasn't close a lot, but they lose by 8, I think, at the end of it. And it's like, even then, like with a minute left, you're thinking like, if they can just get a stop here, there, because they have fight to them, like they have an expectation of like, we don't want to lose these kind of games. Moguls. Oh, thank you, Mom. Or XO. Sorry. But that's where I think it's a interesting or a real kind of real life example. Obviously, Gabe and Teddy had the T-shirts this year, but it's something that that people have said always in sports is that winning's a skill, and you have to learn how to win. Yeah. And you're right. Like the men are so frustrating because it's like the Taco Bell analogy. You don't want to go back, but one day it's going to be 2 a.m. You're out with your friends a little late, and you're a little hungry, and you know it's there, and you're going to go back. But and you know what? Every now and then it's pretty good. It's not good for you. But you'd go back.
No, and the Missouri game is a prime example of here we go again. They're up by 3 with seconds left. Chuck goes, man, what a win for them. The guys needed this. Don't even say that.
I did.
Because this team does not know how to win. Buzzer beater to tie it. And then I'm like, are you kidding me? Yep, he stopped watching out the Missouri game.
I was like, dude, that's fun.
And here's my thing. Texas isn't good this year. That was your...
By the way,
that was your game to actually win. And you still can't. And I think he's 9 for 10, Porter... against Texas, like
1 in 10 or something like that.
He's 1 in 10, but like I guess he's lost 9 out of 10 is what I meant.
Gotcha.
And it's so frustrating. Another thing that frustrated me, which is I go back to this as a coaching thing. Nigel Pack was on fire against Arkansas. I'm trying to get him on games confused.
Yeah, it was Arkansas.
And he starts getting face guarded, and you just let them take him out of the game.
Thank you.
He's just sitting in the corner like with his little face guarding guy, and I'm sitting here like, okay,
what are you doing?
So either he needs to become a screen setter because they're either not going to help off and your other guy's open, or it's going to create mismatches, or they're going to help up and now all of a sudden he's open. Let's send them off double screens. Let's do something. And I'm saying this as someone who was face guarded most of my career.
Right.
Literally from a freshman in high school
If you haven't
until I
met T,
graduated.
she's not really one to just back you down into the block or anything. So she's going to be on the outer, really moving around a lot.
Yes. But it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Right.
And I remember it was in JUCO and I was getting face guarded. And I looked at my coach and I said, let me be the screener. And on every play, let me be the screener. Because one, I'm going to set a good screen. So
Right.
Nigel, I had a tweet about that. I was like, if you're going to do it well.
Yep. Set the
But
screen.
I'm going to set a good screen.
Right.
And they're either going to help off me and I'm going to be open, or my teammates are going to be wide open.
Right.
And guess what? They were wide open so much that we ended up getting easy shots. And then the other team started getting in foul trouble because they were scrambling around. So then guess what? They couldn't face guard me anymore. They had to go into a little more
Right.
of like a zone defense to try to protect their players. And then I got to shoot. And it was great. This team is just so immune to losing or winning. Sorry, immune to winning.
I know what you meant.
Allergic to winning.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
It's almost.
Well,
it's like they're cursed. I don't really even know how to describe it. It's just they lose the same way every single time.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I feel bad, and I'm going to say it anyways, but you'll know what I mean if you watch the games. I get done watching a game and feel like I just wasted 2 hours of my life.
Right.
Like I feel guilty that I could have been doing something more productive. But then I feel bad saying that because, again, as a fan, I want to support them. But I don't know. I don't get it.
Also, do we have...
Also, somebody did ask, like, why weren't we fouling? I think it was the Missouri game. And I think one thing I realized, too, is because of the new continuation rule in men's basketball,
right.
they're afraid to foul because teams are getting savvy. Like, they'll just throw it up from half court, like when they know you're going up to foul. So
that's
then
fair.
It's like a shooting foul. So I can get that. But at the same time, it's like the Missouri game was just so frustrating. You just have to make sure the clock's running out. You have to just use all the clock and then defend for 4 freaking seconds. It's fine. The Texas game, another one. It's just, yeah.
Am I crazy that we have, who are commits in men's basketball? And then we'll go to women's here. But in 2025, am I crazy that they aren't there anymore? Did we lose one?
What do you mean?
I can't remember who was our who.
It seems like the guys have like a portal exodus every year too.
I spelled commits wrong, but okay, no big deal. What is his name? It was, goodness, he was a good player
Xavier
too.
Brown's still there. Wiggy still there.
Sooners basketball on 3 right here. Kai Rogers. Okay, my bad. Am I tripping? Is he still?
I don't recall.
Okay, there he is. Why is he not playing? Is he hurt? What the heck?
I saw something on X that we have blown like 7 leads and we were up 15. Oh, I believe it. 100%. 100%.
We're one of the best teams in the country until we're up by 15 points. And then we're
and that's what's so crazy.
The Falcons in the Super Bowl.
You'll see the potential this team has.
Right.
And then next thing you know, they look like they've never played the game of basketball before.
Over the last 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
It's also kind of like OU's offense this past year.
True.
But
just to put a highlight on your point, see. With 5:56 to go, the Sooners were in front 63-62. It was their last lead of the game, and the Longhorns then went on a 17-6 run.
Yep.
I mean, goodness.
That's called knowing how to win.
Next game's Wednesday.
Seago Outdoors says, T just hit the real reason men's basketball is failing transfer portal. Yes and no. I say it yes, and also we have a lower NIL. But this year, you have the talent to win.
Right.
And you literally just don't know how.
Right. I think you're right. I think that they don't. Obviously, it depends on your not you, but I mean like just people in general.
Also, I don't blame people who transfer out. Who wants to lose?
Right.
If you can go to a winning team, if you can go to Kentucky.
Well, they ain't been great either.
They haven't been great this year, but like historically.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Like I get it. I hate losing.
I do too.
My butt probably leaving too, unless you offered me some good money.
I don't know. I hate it for Porter because I feel like he coaches hard. He does all that. But at the end of the day, man, you got to win games.
Yeah, he seems likable, but like.
You're going to have to find a guy that
the games the same way.
Mm-hmm. And I know you're going to have to find a guy that can fundraise, that can hopefully get some players that'll really develop.
And I don't want to hear crap about the fans anymore from some of you.
Right.
That house was packed, OU Texas.
Yeah.
And same egg was laid. So every single time that stadium gets full, because you like to blame the fans are the reason the team sucks.
Right.
No.
Let's move on.
Period.
let's move on. Sorry to interrupt there, just so we
Let's go
can.
women's basketball.
To women's basketball, who also didn't win,
Who also didn't
but have
win.
given us much more to be happy
Much more to
about
be happy
and excited
about.
about this year.
And here's my thing too. They've given us some good wins. Like they beat South Carolina, which is a heck of a win. LSU, they were gifted 20 extra points from the free throw line. But not saying you win that game because LSU was on fire, but it would have been a much different game. It would have been interesting to see. Texas is the number 4 team in the nation. You pretty much just laid yourself an egg, dug yourself a hole, whatever you want to call it, that first half, especially after that first quarter, that it made it really hard to get out of. You played comparable the second half, and you played well enough, I think, to win the second half. But the difference is you were supposed to lose that game. Texas is number 4 in the nation. They have the best defense in the nation, which also they're very physical, but we had more fouls than them. That's also just really annoying. But but they played fantastic defense and made more shots in the end. But you still had put yourself in a position to win. You lost a game you quote unquote should have lost, given that you're 10, therefore. And I think they were supposed to beat us. What did Vandal have us at? Like 11-point deficit, something like that. And we lost by 8, and we missed 8 free throws. So let's think about that for a second too. Got to make those free throws, free points.
I'm trying to see.
But the biggest thing for them is just that first half, when they're under so much pressure, they just looked so flustered. And I understand playing fast. I've played on teams that were short, so you had to outrun people, and that was our game. But when you get to that point where you are flustered and you are making errors, you're turning the ball over, you have that doe in the headlight look, you have to slow it down. Even though that's not maybe your game, you have to make it your game, because then you're not going to make these types of errors. You're not going to jack up terrible shots. And they did better about that the second half. Personally, I saw like more actual sets, less turning the ball over in general, and getting to the basket and being able to draw a few fouls and things like that. Again, though, once you're at the basket, you have to make their shot at the free throw line. But overall, they beat Auburn before that. They beat South Carolina. They beat Texas A&M. So they have several wins under their belt. So we can say, again, it's just like you feel more confident watching the women. Like, and it's not going to be an easy road for them either. They've had a very tough schedule, but I don't know. They have this more fight in them. Like, I believe in them more. And I'm not saying the men, like, they'll beat the men or anything like that. I'm just saying, though, like, even though they lost to Texas, I was disappointed for sure. Why is there this on my screen right
I was about
now?
to say, you're doing a great job of being focused right now. I'm trying to show something real quick.
What?
And I don't know why I won't zoom in.
Thing? Is that from The Hobbit?
No, it's from 300. People will see real quick. She's been nothing but professional this last 25 seconds.
Sorry.
It's been awesome.
But my thing too is, like Stacey says, I was proud of them for never giving up. I was too. It's just you just dug yourself in too big of a hole.
If we ran a poll right now, I'm curious. Would people think this guy's ugly?
Yes.
It's pretty ugly, right? Tell you what.
Hunchback dude from 300.
It's not as ugly as these free throw percentages. My gosh. 13 of 22 and 12 of 20. I'm not a genius at math, but that looks like 25 for 42 combined. God, that was risky for me to do that in public, but I'm proud of myself.
Good for you.
What are we doing? Why can't we make free throws at the Division I level, T?
I don't know.
Some would say that should be fairly easy in terms of shooting.
Right. And I know this was a nice setup, Chad. I was wondering where he was going with that. But so Stacey, I believe the girls get to the Sweet 16. The men will not get close. The men won't make the tournament.
The men are already out of the tournament.
They're basically out of the NIT, I bet.
No joke.
The not in tournament.
Yeah, it's not good.
And my thing is, like, the free throws were bad. Because I know somebody called me out because I said, you have to make free throws. And it was like, I think that's the least of our issues. Like, well, when I tweeted this.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Like, to
be fair, yeah, you're right.
Like, we had missed 5 at that point, and it would make it a 4-point game. That's much better than a 9-point game because we could not get over that little 9-point hump. But I don't know. I like watching the women. They are entertaining, but there are times that I'm like, y'all got to slow it down. And again, I love playing fast. I love, having that tenacity, trying to outrun people, but you can't outrun everybody. You can't out-athlete everybody. And when you're getting out of control, you have to slow it down because it's not like you don't have half-court offense. You have Reagan Beers. one of the best centers in college basketball.
We put her out of the 3-point line.
Exactly. But I'm saying, though, like when you're running and getting out of control, you're not even giving her a chance because the ball's not going to get to her.
Mm-hmm.
So at least like the second half, when we were able to set up more half-court offense, you can set the screens, you can make good passes, you can use Reagan more.
Right.
So whether that's an inside-out game or outside-inside, like it just, I don't know. They did a better job the second half. They played well enough the second half to win. Unfortunately, you just dug yourself too big of a hole, which I'm sure they know that. I'm sure Jenny, again, she knows more basketball than I do.
Right.
But it was disappointing because you never want to lose Texas, but they still have a lot of season left, and I'm still hopeful for them. Like Stacy, I would like for them to make the Sweet 16 at least again.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very capable. And then if they play as good as they are able to, when you have like Reagan, Alea, and Peyton firing on all cylinders, and then you also have Zai and Sahara throwing in their parts, and then we have really like, like Keziah, and then Stewart's her last name, Bree. I don't remember what her first name is, but like we have 2 freshmen that have been really good. If everybody does their role and is able to play well, you can go further than that. Do I think you win it all? Going to be really hard. But last year they were the team that held UConn to like the lowest deficit. I think they basically played UConn the best of everybody. So like they have the talent there. So,
and I'll say this: UConn's a good team.
Okay,
I think they're good. I'll say it. People are afraid to say it. Oriema can coach. And I think UConn has something.
Yeah. He's only won like 13 natties. But
I still don't think that's a real. I think Derek's lying on that. So I need to fact check.
Anyways, though.
Well, just last point on it's like you're saying, they play. It's not a problem to play fast, but they play like when a little kid runs too fast and he gets over his feet and he can't stop himself from just tipping over and falling. It's like they play out of control.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you can play fast, just calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that is like you're saying, they're just so young. That's experience. You got to wait a little bit. It's just frustrating because you got Verhulst and years and all that. But like
your adrenaline's gonna get. That was a loud crowd. That was a crazy crowd. You have this Texas team that's on fire. Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of an adrenaline. I probably would have called timeout pretty early and been like, "Yo, you have to calm down. Like, you have to slow it down. Like, I know that's not really our game, but like we need to just slow it down, get into our half court offense." And maybe I missed the first of the game because we were doing maternity pictures. So maybe Jenny did do that. I don't know, but I know when I came and started watching, they were not doing that. So either they didn't listen or it didn't happen. I mean, they couldn't throw in the ball, and again, it's like, why are we not,
that makes me angry.
Setting screens off each other or moving a little bit, like they're moving almost away from the ball instead of like starting back and moving towards the ball, whatever. I mean, it just wasn't a perfect game, but they fought back, and it is what it is. But anyways, into more sports that maybe won't make us yell right now.
Unless if we can't throw the ball back to the pitcher, which apparently would be similar to us not being able to throw the ball from out of bounds, inbounds. It's inexcusable. Also someone who can coach, along with Gino Oriema. Hot take again. Something that I don't think a lot of people want to say in public because they're afraid to have hot takes. But I'm, Hot Take Smith. Patty Gasso, pretty good coach. Some would say good enough to coach the Olympics in 2028. Someone asked if we were going to go to the Olympics and everyone wants to. There are ticket allotments, so you have to enter in there was
it had to be an Oklahoma City
address. Newspaper. Yeah. So like the Olympics
because like that's tricky in the metro because you could be like in Moore, but technically your Oklahoma City address, but you're like Moore something else. And so I looked into it because like, hey, but no, it had to be like a certain area code, which is lame.
There's a it's weird how those tickets are going to work, but that'd be cool, man, to see the Olympics, just to see all the like insignia and the decorations would be pretty sweet.
Also, rowing is going to be there.
Yeah.
I know nothing about rowing.
Nothing.
How much is there? Row faster than the other person, but I'm saying like I don't follow it. But it'd just be cool to say you saw an Olympic event.
It would be.
Anyways, back to Patty
Gasso.
Back to the GOAT.
Talked about she was on Pat McAfee show during the Michigan game, and she said, Pat goes, "So you let the field win this year? I thought that was nice of you. Nice of you, Patty. That's nice." Patty goes, I don't like losing. She goes, he asked her, what do you think? Why didn't y'all win it this year? Whatever. She goes, we had, 14 freshmen or like 14
team,
sophomores and freshmen. She goes, yeah. And I think she said we have like 16 that are going to be, or all 14 returning plus the number 1 recruiting class. She had, and Pat was like, well, plus like, the experience, the older players. But yeah, so here's Patty talking about her team coming up this season and it being one of the more prepared teams she has had.
We've been working really hard. This is a really focused team, and we're ready to get started. I think probably the most prepared team I've had ready to go into a season for a while. We've been working really hard. This is a really focused team, and we're ready to get started. I think season for.
She's got like a. Dear, stop. Yeah. Really focused team, prepared, one of the better ones she's had, which is scary to think about if you're a softball fan and if you play for another softball team.
It always happens.
I know. It's okay.
Ghost.
I'm not going to be mad.
It's our
I'm
ghost.
not going to let it get to me. It's fine. But yes, I am excited.
I'm excited too. I don't think we're going to get to make really any games this year.
Why? I mean, look.
Well, because we have a baby coming, but it's fine.
He'll like softball.
We're
You want
not
to see wins?
taking
You
a
want to see
week
dubs?
old to a softball
That'll be a
game.
week old. When's in all seriousness? When is like the World Series and all that? It's in
That's
summer.
in June.
Yeah.
We might be able, if they make the finals, we might be able
We'll
to make
ask
it.
Patty. We can send the dugout with him.
Okay, cool. That
We'll
would be dope, actually.
That'd be sick.
Anyways,
Need
no, very excited for the team because they do have a lot of returning young players. I'm really curious to see how Lowry does from. Yes, Lowry does from the circle.
I was like, what was that?
I was like, hold on. Because I sometimes forget names, then I have to watch the softball game to remember them. Because she was injured last year, but she was looking really good early on, got injured, didn't really look the same.
True.
Again, when she's just a freshman.
True.
So excited to see how she's looking out there. Excited to see how, of course, Ella and Cassidy and Gabby Garcia. I'm just so excited about it.
That's another one people haven't given credit to. Gabby Garcia. I think one of the better freshman players last year.
Yeah.
That's me. Apparently people were afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it.
Well, apparently people were afraid to say it because she didn't make an all-freshman team.
Did she really not?
I think it was her, yeah. But apparently did not make an
seriously?
all-freshman team. They had to be on like the preseason watch list.
That's so stupid.
Which is so
That's
dumb.
so stupid. I just I hate stupid things in life. I hate stupid
But no,
things.
I'm excited to see her back. I'm assuming at shortstop because last year she was really good. I think she has given her trajectory. So this might be a hot take. I don't know. But I think she has every reason or way that to be just as good as Grace Lyons.
Yeah.
And that
Lyons
we all know
cold,
how good she was at short. So there's some huge shoes to fill. That's a big thing. But man, she showed me some really talented plays as a freshman last year. She's only going to get better.
I met her and Michael Turk at Chipotle one day when I was in school. Well, no, I wasn't in school. Why was I in Norman? I can't remember.
Tread lightly.
No, I think I was in school, but I can't remember. I was in school. I forget I was there 2022. 2022. I believe. Yeah, it had to be because it was whenever.
Me that you met them.
And she goes, "Hi, I'm Miss Grace Lyons." And I was like, because I saw Michael Turk, and I was like, "Are you I was like, "I like the YouTube, man." He's like, "Thanks." He goes, "It's kind of weird to do it, but people seem to like it." I was like, "No, it's pretty cool." And then he goes, "This is Grace." He like introduced Grace, and then she's like, "Hi."
Which was also like, "Yeah."
And I was like, "I know you are. Yeah, I know how you are." But thank you. But only to say like,
softball player.
Yeah, only to say super nice,
Super
like just awesome person.
Yeah, but I'm excited for softball. I know all the rest of Sooner Nation is ready for softball. One more sport to talk about that Yosh that you should all buy a ticket for this Friday night at 7:30 is women's gymnastics. They will be taking on Alabama, which is another powerhouse in the softball. Good gosh,
they are good.
They're good in softball too, but in the gymnastics world. Going to be a fantastic meet. I hope to have really good energy there. Their first meet, unfortunately, wasn't as full as they would have liked it to be because of the snow and ice. They had to change the times and all that.
I'm about to say
stuff.
It's not really their fault or our fault.
It's not their, but it was a good crowd given the situation. But apparently, it was a sold out meet.
Yeah,
and then
that's good.
It was not sold out. So let's go ahead and sell it out again because why not? It's at 7:30. You have plenty of time to eat dinner and chill after work before going. We're going to be there. We are season ticket holders.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see us, you can say hi. And no, I'm really excited to watch them. They had a really good meet. Again, I say really good. They had moments that were really good against Kentucky. Floor was a little bit shaky. They had lots of stumbles that they normally don't have. Vault was one of the best vaults I feel like I've seen in a while. Like vault actually had sticks, which I feel like I didn't see any last year. Beam was good, and then bars had some moments too. So overall, though, they won the meet as they should. but definitely going to need the crowd behind them and all the energy and all the excitement this Friday night. So hope you guys can buy a ticket to support them.
Boom. Want to say real quick, good night, so you go. Hope you have a good one, man. Thank you for watching as always. We appreciate it. How much longer do you think she coaches for OU? We talking about Patty
she
or
alluded, Patty? I think
yeah.
she alluded to basically kind of after the Olympics.
Right.
Because she wants to be a grandma. She wants to retire. Got lots of cute grandkids to just be Grandma Patty for. So that would be my guess, just based on her own words. I kind of hope she just coaches until she croaks, which will be never, because I love her and that would be a terrible day in Sooner Nation. But we have some great assistant coaches that I'm sure that would step up and take it, including her own son. So we'll see. We'll see.
Someone asked T, does this team have a weakness in softball? I think, well, before you make everyone mad on Twitter, say relative to what they usually are, relative to the team's talent in other areas. I mean, the weakness probably is pitching, you would assume, because their fielding and hitting is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean, so when you say weakness, you're not. It might be an A- to the others A pluses.
Right. So that's one thing I got in trouble for a couple years ago and got blocked by a former player. I was like, I wasn't saying it was weak. I was saying it's a relative weakness. So that means you can still be really flipping good at it, but what else? But compared to what everything else is you're good at, that's one of the lower things.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you have an A+, an A+, an A, and an A. Mm-hmm. That A is a relative weakness. But I digress, because I had said pitching is a relative weakness. I said pitching is a weakness for this team. Then I quoted myself. I said, and I'm not saying it's weak. I'm saying it's a relative weakness.
Right.
Based on what they're good at. It's something that they need to step up on. Some people got it, some people didn't, whatever. But I'm always worried about pitching just because it's so important to softball. And I really can't. I know that Lowry comes back, of course. Deal should be coming back.
McEnroe Marinas.
Trying to think who else is
just other players.
Pitching.
Oh, we're talking about pitching.
Those are the two that I can think of right now that are pitching. I didn't watch any of the fall games. I just forgot. And so I don't really know who else would be out there. So that's always my go-to immediately, because I know how clean our fielding is just based on coaching. I know the type of batting we normally have, so I'm not normally worried about either of those things. Last year we also struggled with some base running earlier, but even then, like, I always just go to pitching because it just is so important in softball. But I mean,
yes, Nigel Kennedy's still at Tech.
Yes, Nigel Kennedy's still at Tech. She has one more year.
Yep.
So like if we had a Nigel Kennedy, I wouldn't be worried about it so much. But I don't know. We'll see. That would be just my immediate call off the back, would just be pitching. And right. Who knows? We might have fantastic pitching. This is when I need my brother here to be like, oh yeah, we have this, and this.
You're gonna miss what was it? Sid Sanders is gone after last year.
Yes, she's first.
Okay. So it looks like Sydney Barker might be her replacement.
I was about to say, even then, Sydney Barker and she like alternated at first a lot and in the lineup.
True.
So again, like we just had depth in the field and at the plate that I'm not worried about it. But I would just go straight to pitching. But
boom.
But again, we'll see. I believe in Patty. There's one coach in Oklahoma. KJ too. If there's two coaches in Oklahoma that I trust, it's Patty and KJ.
KJ's up there.
100%. Like
it's got to be those two. It's got to be those two.
All
right. Well, that's another Monday. It's another show. I always say we're gonna do a quick 30-minute one, and then we turn it into an hour. You know, I love it.
We always say we're gonna be here at 7 too, and we're not.
7. So. It's 7:05. Technically, if you look at the schedule time, it says 7:05.
We're here at like 7:07 today.
Well, that's within that's like what you show up to when people ask you. You know, dinner's at 6:15. You don't show up right at 6:15.
You don't.
No, you show up 6:20, 6:25 because the homeowner's never ready on time.
I'm an on-time person.
You give them those couple extra minutes.
Being married to this one has tested me with time.
I think that's fair. Now, if it's like a doctor
if we're late, it's not my fault.
Now, if it's a doctor's, no, it's probably not. Actually, I don't even know where I could.
No, you were late to our anatomy scan, sir.
I couldn't even. I had work.
You're still late. I had work.
I had work, and I had to drive south on the highways.
I also had work that day.
But it was one day at T.
It was a Thursday.
I'm more north, I think.
And I'm more west. Or was more west.
You were.
Okay. Anyways, not the point. We have 300 eyes watching us right now. Sorry you had to see that.
You're probably right. It would be
if you are watching from another stop.
I'm just.
If you're
I'm,
watching
it would
from
be.
another platform other than YouTube, you're wrong. But if you could jump over to YouTube and throw a like on our video, that would truly, truly mean so much to us. It would take no effort and time out of your day, but it really goes a long way because it helps us boost the algorithm, and people who are watching other things about OU, we become like the recommended, like you might also like them. Subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
Become a member like Jonna May did today. She set the example. But at the very minimum, if you could just throw a like on and give us a comment once the video ends. Stacy's about our only person that is a consistent commenter. The moment the video is off, that girl throws a comment on. So y'all need to be like Stacy.
Boom.
But anyways, we really do appreciate you spending your Mondays with us. It makes it more fun when we do get to interact with you in the chat. We feel like we know you, even though I don't even know if we've met many or any of you in person. Well, we have.
Met a
people,
few. Yeah.
People will tell us, but a lot of you we know we haven't too. But we feel like we know you, and we love this community that we're building here. Any final words?
No, she said it. Hopefully, y'all all stayed safe with the weather, and just take care of each other. And hopefully, it's a great weekend. I know we're excited for the weekend we have coming up. Baby shower.
We got 2 baby showers.
2 baby showers.
We have gymnastics, 2 baby showers. The Super Bowl, which FanDuel has. FanDuel has the Seahawks at a 4.5
point favorite. Boom. Well, hopefully you'll have a great week. We are, as T said, always really blessed that you feel really blessed that you all take time out of your evenings to listen and watch or whatever. So hopefully you have a good week, and we will see y'all next Monday. Boomer.